Good morning. I'm Tim. We live in central Michigan, and this is my wife Cheryl, and we're the owners of Willow's Away Farm. Be our first video ever. I started this as a hobby and we put the videos on my, well, another social network about a year and a half ago. So we decided to go with YouTube and see how things go. We have a small farm. We own about 56 acres, and then we have rented ground too. We raise Herefords, and there's some Black Angus out there. And we have goats, and we have pigs, and we have chickens, and ducks, and rabbits, and guinea hens. Oh my. So always have a lot going on around the farm. Right now we just started into hay season. It's a little bit earlier than what I would normally cut, but I have enough that I have to start early and kind of do what I can do when I can do it. So I'll take you for a walk out back, show you a little bit of the property, and yeah, so you can get a feel for what we're about and what we have. These are some of our girls. They're supposed to be all bred, so they should be dropping anytime. We bred them a little bit late last year. We rented a bull, brought them in, and so the black one's tot. The other four we didn't name. They're just heifers that we bought in to start a herd. This one right down here, laying down, second one back, is Daisy. This is the cow side, or the heifer side. Over here, go on. This over here we have some steers. We have some Angus crosses, the black ones. What's the name of your bull?
Brutus.
Brutus. We bought him last fall as a herd bull. The one walking towards us, that is Lily. No, it's not either. It's Fred. Fred was born on the farm. He's a steer, and he is going to end up as freezer beef. The one way back, all the way in the back, that's Lily. She was born about a year ago, a little over a year ago, I guess. And she, we're going to roll her back into the herd and probably breed her later on at some point, probably this fall. They're pretty friendly, not real standoffish, so this is a good thing. I still wouldn't get between them and their calf when they drop, so they can be fairly dangerous. So this is the lane. It goes full length of the property. We fence this in for the heifers. They kind of clean up the woods and the brush a little bit, and Yep. That field is our cornfield. We planted that about 2 weeks ago. May 10th is when we planted that, strictly for feed. We have a grinder mixer, and we buy in additives. So we feed our own, grow our own feed, all of our own feed, other than the soy meal and the extra protein I put in with the extra protein we put in with the ground corn. This is the north pasture. And this is open to the steers. So, and then I don't know if you can see the line right down through there or not. Then there's the south pasture, and we rotate them between the two. We call it, where we're walking right now, we call this the ridge. And the 2-track we're on is down there. And before we pastured this out, you couldn't even see from top to bottom. The cows cleaned it up so much. This property is my wife's family's original farm. Her grandparents bought this. Oh, nobody's been able to tell us an exact date, but right around 40 they bought this. So it's been in her family for would be the third generation that had this. And so we've been here for about 80, or well, her family's been here for about 80 years. 40, 60, yeah, 80 years. That sounds about right. Over 80 years now. The farm that her dad has was her great-grandparents' farm, and this property is actually adjacent to that. So her family's been in this area for a long time. I grew up about 20 miles from here, I guess. My family farmed up to, well, central Michigan area. And her family farmed 20 miles to the southwest. So my family went out of farming in the early 80s. High interest rates, just there was a lot of reasons. A lot of farmers went out. Her dad was able to hang on and now farms with her brother. So we have a lot of benefits there. They help us out a lot. It's always nice to have a spare tractor available to us if we get stuck or I have a breakdown or whatever. We have a couple of tractors that, well, my wife would say we have way more than a couple of tractors, but most of them don't get used, or they get used minimally for whatever. So this back here is the pear field. That tree came down last fall or something like that, and I need to get that cut up for firewood. but there we have about a 3.5 acre, not more than 3.5 acre hayfield right back there, and it looks pretty good. It's pretty thick and heavy, which everything is this year. Which we've had a lot of rain, and we've had a really good year so far. We'll see. It'll probably turn off dry. Just kind of gotta love it out here. It's pretty peaceful, pretty quiet. Lots of wildlife, deer, rabbits, bald eagles around. You know, if you would have asked me 20 years ago if we could, where we would end up, I would have never guessed we would own something like this. We've been very fortunate. So and I started to be able to farm again. Worked on the farm through high school and after, and the opportunities to farm for myself weren't there, and so we went to work other places, and so here we are, back farming on a small scale. We kind of do homesteading. We have a nice garden. Raise a lot of our own food. Not all of it. Pretty hard to manage raising flour and, you know, olives and, you know, just the coffee. There's certain things that, you know, luxuries that you want in life, and that's what we do. Buy that kind of stuff. We don't have a real big well, you can't see them, but there's geese out in my cornfield pulling my corn up and eating it right now. Dumb wildlife. I like some of it, and other parts I don't like. We're waiting for the dew to come off so we can go back up and finish cutting. Wyatt is going to run the tedder. I'm going to finish cutting with the hay bine. I'll make another video of that, so you can kind of see what's happening with it. Any suggestions or comments? Yeah, I kind of welcome them. Just let me know what you want to see. I'm sure we'll get to it all eventually. It's not something I plan on quitting right away. I don't know if camera shy is the right term or not, but I'm not comfortable being in front of the camera. But I'm not afraid of getting out and working either, so I guess I'd rather do that than do what I'm doing right now. And sometimes I stumble with words, and sometimes, you know, can't find exactly what I want to say. Dumb heifers, they need another bale of hay, don't they? And we're back to the girls. I thought I'd give you a little sneak peek of next week's video. So, looking forward to hay season. You folks have a good day.